The M-V-Yoh is one of the top performing vehicles in World of Tanks Blitz. Not only does it have incredible DPM if you're running the 3-shot, over 3,000, but it's also got a 2-shot that can dump off 900 damage in 1.71 seconds, boasting pretty good mobility, a good power to weight ratio, and as well 10 degrees of gun depression with some very troll armor. It's no question why the M-V-Yoh is so incredibly strong. But a vehicle that really goes under people's radar is the Tier 9 M-V-Yoh. In my opinion, this vehicle, especially after update 8.7, is even stronger than the M-V-Yoh. And in today's video, we're going to be talking exactly about why that is. So let's start off with both gun options. You have either the option of the 2-shot, which hasn't changed much in update 8.7, or the 3-shot. Now, the 2-shot got a bit more accurate on its overall dispersion, and as well a bit better on the aiming time. But apart from that, the DPM, penetration, all that stayed exactly the same. It's able to get out the same 900 damage in 1.71 seconds, the same as the Tier 10's damage dump out. When we come over to the 105mm, however, this gun previously had the same DPM as the other gun, the 2-shot, but it doesn't anymore. It gained 440 damage per minute. That is a huge buff. Like, that's one of the largest buffs I've seen in a while when it comes to Blitz. This 3-shot gun now has very similar DPM to Tier 10 heavy tanks. And what that means is that not only can you brawl with Tier 10 heavies, but you carry very good penetration on your heat at 352, great accuracy at .335, and an aiming time of 3.2 seconds. This gun is better than, in my opinion, a lot of Tier 10 heavy guns, IS-4, IS-7. This thing will easily fight them, and sometimes come out on top because of it being a clipper, obviously. Still carrying 10 degrees of gun depression, or actually 8 degrees of gun depression on the Tier 9. It's got good power to weight ratio of 17.3 and a decent top speed of 32. It's not the fastest of Tier 9 vehicles, but to be fair, you have a long clip reload with either gun you're using, so you've got plenty of time to reposition while you are reloading the gun. I still prefer the 2-shot, but that is down to me just liking to nuke enemy hit points and then just back in the cover. There still are advantages for the 2-shot. While it may have 400 less DPM, it's definitely nicer that you can get out all of your damage you need to in 1.71 seconds and back in the cover without actually bleeding hit points. You expose your actual tank to the enemy a lot less with the 2-shot. But with the new improved DPM that the 3-shot has, it's definitely a better option for really anybody out there. Unless you really like dumping hit points off of the enemy like me in a very quick amount of time just for the quick haha, the 3-shot is 100% better in almost every single situation. So there's a Ferdinand, and in 2 seconds I'll have my gun ready. So here we go, aiming. 1 and 2. There you go, that's 939 hit points I just took off of that Tier 8 tank destroyer, which is normally a fairly healthy tank, but, you know, it's at 500. That's pretty insane. I mean, yep, there you go. That's a full health TD dead because my teammate now shot him. So, yeah, that part about this tank is busted. The fact that I am able to clear that many hit points off of the Ferdinand. However, I'll be honest, with the 3-shot, I probably could have cleared that guy as well, because I would have gotten my first shell off when he was even driving up the hill. I would have already been reloaded. Here's the Emil 1, 1, 2, but again, if I was using the 3-shot, I would have been able to clip him. Not only clip him, but I would have been able to shoot him even sooner. So, while this was a very good battle, I'll be honest, if I was running the 3-shot, I probably could have dealt 5,000, maybe even 6,000 damage for the opportunities I had in this battle. But I'm just chilling here, making sure I don't bleed. We got the WZ-120, we got the Patton here, and I'm just enjoying the day, looking at the map, the scenery. You know, this is some nice pillars there. But now that we've got 2 shells ready, 1 and 2. There you go. 920 hit points taken off of that WZ-120. What was a full health Tier 8 tank destroyer was dead. Basically, I brought him down to 180 hit points. He was pissed at me, tried rushing, and my teammate killed him. As long as you have teammates with this vehicle, even with the 2-shot, you're fine. I mean, you just need somebody to cover you. Although at this point, my teammates are not as abundant, so I'm pushing forward so that the Vickers has a hard time shooting me. There you go. The Waffle just took off 600 hit points from that Vickers, and I was trying to think right now, well, I'm not going to go for that Patton. He's stock. He's not really a threat. I'm going to clear this Vickers. This guy's annoying, and even though it's going to ruin my DPM, who cares? Because you're dead. Bye-bye, loser. So now we're at 3,300 damage. We've blocked 1,400. And you can see the 2-shot is still very viable. I mean, I do think the 2-shot is overpowered just because you have the ability to dump out so much damage in such a little amount of time. It really doesn't give the enemy a chance at all to react. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that me as a player could be running a Tier 8 tank, and let's say I'm in a heavy M-V-Yoh pokes, boom, 2 seconds. I have all that time, 2 seconds to back in the cover, or, just like the Patton there, you're dead. So there you go. That battle was 4,027 damage, and we blocked a pretty decent amount. You can very easily see where the 2-shot comes into play. But now, let's get into a battle with the 3-shot and do a comparison. Nice mastery as well. But here we go, 3-shot time on Rockfield. Now, Rockfield is a great map for any vehicle that has decent gun depression, and it's pretty simple to understand why. If you have gun depression, you just work the ridge lines. This thing's got very solid turret armor, although I will be honest, the sides of the turret are very weak. Just like a Concept 1B, if you over-angle this turret at all, you're going to be penetrated. So you got to be careful on that. There was a game I was playing on Normandy where I over-angled the turret a bit, and I bled like literally 1,000 hit points because a 60 TP and a Sheridan tapped me right in the side. So that was my fault. I still won, so I can't complain, but you definitely have to be a little bit more self-conscious when running this vehicle compared to the M-V-Yoh, which I guess is a nice upgrade on the tier 10. But either way, we're pushing up. We're going to see what we can do. I got a 2.6 second interclip, but it's just 0.1 longer than the tier 10 anyway, so it's really not much of a difference. We have the Grill 15 right in front of us. We also got the E3 pushing up, but that guy, I was like, whatever, he's not really much of a threat. So let's just wait for this girl to poke. There you go. Pokes. 1, and gotta get one more shell out into this grill, and there you go, there's 2. Now, in this situation, the 2-shot would have been better, because I didn't get that shell out on the grill, so the 2-shot would have not only gotten the damage out faster on the grill, but I wouldn't have risked bleeding hit points to shoot at that guy, so there definitely are advantages for the 2-shot, but then again, now that I'm able to reload my clip quicker, this E3 right over here, I'm now able to completely clip, because I'm running the 3-shot, so it's such a weird decision factor. Would you rather expose your tank less and get out the same damage, or would you rather have a quicker clip reload? A lot of people always go for the quicker clip, but hey, we're already at 1,500 damage in this battle, which is quite a bit, to be honest, and we're just reloading again. That E3 is really not much of a threat. That guy already gave me 900 hit points, so I know he's not great at the game. Although, surprisingly, he actually looks at me. I thought he was going to shoot at my Hori or somebody, but oh well. He's dead anyway, so I'll take it. We got 1 heat shell to the roof of his tank, and now we're reloading our clip again. Now, one nice thing that is much better about this tank is being able to reload your clip without punishment. If I was reloading the 2-shot, I would be reloading for like the next 10 more seconds still. That's not a problem with this vehicle. This one, you can just reload your clip, and it's not that long of an intra-clip reload anyway, so you can just, do that, reload your clip, and then get another shells out. I was lagging a bit, so you'll notice my shells are kind of delayed unlike that T30, but we still got all 3 out, and now we're at 2,800 damage. 55A, not much of a threat. What else do we have? We got a 60 TP and a 57 heavy. I think the 57 was the tank that shot me in the side. I'm just surprised I didn't receive any more shells. It's a 57. It's got a 2.5 second interclip. But oh well. We're going to get 1 shot into that 55A. Massively low roll in, but because we have a second shell, there we go. Finish off the 55A and instantly start reloading our clip again. There is the 60 TP. And I was hoping I could get a decent chunk of damage off of him. Unfortunately, he goes undetected. And my Hori, you're going to hear shoot. Yeah, as soon as he shoots, that guy is down a lot of health. But oh well, we've got our clip reloaded just in time so that we have a shell ready for that 60 TP. This battle definitely showcases where the 2-shot would not have been as viable. There are situations where the 2-shot might have worked better, but overall, I wouldn't have had many clips ready for these opponents. I wouldn't have had a shell ready for that 60 TP. I wouldn't have had shells ready for the E3 in the side, and that T30 I would have still been waiting to reload my gun for. So there are situations where I do think the 3-shot is much better, but I just like being able to clip the enemy in 1.7 seconds. Let me know which gun you guys prefer in the comments down below. But yeah, this is my review on the M6, or M-V-Yoh actually. It's an incredible tank. It's probably, I would say, overpowered now that they gave the 3-shot gun so much DPM. It's just like the tier 10 now, except a tier lower. So yeah, this game was no effort whatsoever, and we did 3,600 damage. And I didn't lose a single battle in this tank, if I'm not mistaken, today. You can see my battle logs. Yeah, all the games are wins. All of them were pretty good. 3,500, 3,600, 2,700, and 4,000. So it's a pretty busted vehicle, and my overall statistics in this tank are 78% with 3,004 average damage with almost 100 battles. So, yeah, it's a pretty stupid tank. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!